What's going on, Colts Nation and NFL fans? Lawrence Owen here, back with another edition of Colts Law. And oh my gosh, another obvious situation where reports are just wrong. Wrong. You know, you can't believe 95% of what you hear and see on social media. You can't. People just, they hear something and then they run with it, and then that rumor becomes fact, and then media goes out and plays it out like crazy, right? And then fans believe that it's actually true. For instance, the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins was reported to have discussions about a possible trade for Jonathan Taylor, which did come into effect, right? Chris Grier, Chris Ballard, they sat down, they had a nice little discussion about Jonathan Taylor. But then reports started coming out, well, Grier offered a second, Ballard wanted Waddle, right? Or Waddle and a second. And then everybody's like, well, Grier admitted it in his press conference. Go check it out. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I went and checked out the daggone press conference. Okay? And here, for fact of the matter, you can check out the tweet yourself on my Twitter page, at Colts Law. Contrary to what was reported and what the Dolphins are trying to say, the Dolphins never offered anything for Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. Chris Grier admitted here, I can say there was no exchange of offers from either one of us. A lot of the stuff reported, I can tell you guys, is 95% wrong. All right? If you don't, now the video, that's a recording on the tweet. But if you don't want to take my word for it, feel free. Go to YouTube. Check out. Type up Miami Dolphins. Look at Chris Grier press conference. It's about 3.5 minutes in. You don't have to wait long, or you could click on the little button, the little slide bar, and get right to it. All right. And then they were asked, well, tell us this. Did Jalen Waddle's name come out of Chris Ballard's mouth? And what did Chris do? He laughed. I mean, he had a belly laugh out of it. And he says, you guys are going to go there, huh? And he said, you know what? I can tell you, Jalen Waddle is not for trade for anything, okay? So there wasn't even confirmation on that, all right? You can't believe 95% of the stuff that's coming out. Even if the words Jalen Waddle came out of Chris Ballard's mouth, it wasn't part of actual negotiations or an offer, okay? As the, national media, local media, and fans are going to come to you and say, all right? Never happened. Never happened. This is why you can't believe half the stuff. You got to go to the horse's mouth every single time, okay? Go talk to the GMs. They're the ones in charge. They're the ones that know exactly what's going on. Why are we actually trying to discuss what the heck is going on between two teams and just pulling stuff out of the air, hoping it sticks? What? Come on now. Fact of the matter is, from what I'm understanding and from what all the reports, no one offered a single thing, actually dropped an offer on the table for Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor. And what did I say when it was announced that the Colts told Jonathan Taylor to go out there and look? I said no one is going to get Jonathan Taylor when he's on the PUP list and can't even work out for your team. They don't know what they're getting, right? They don't know it. He can't work out for him because the Colts never signed a waiver for him to do workouts while on the PUP list. So now he's on the PUP list with the Indianapolis Colts. And all the national media is like, oh my goodness, Chris Ballard, Jim Irsay, the Indianapolis Colts, they're ruining Jonathan Taylor. They won't take any offer. There wasn't a single offer that was made. Who is supposed to take an offer of nothing? Nothing. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice because I've been putting out all this content over the last week. All right. But when information like this drops on a consistent basis, you know, and I've got strong opinions about it, I gotta come out here and tell you guys, okay? Dolphins fans, don't believe everything your reporters are telling you. Colts fans, don't believe everything your reporters are telling you. Wait for the horse's mouth to talk, all right? Wait for that, okay? Don't believe even the GM, Chris Grier, said 95% of what's reported is false. Chris Ballard has been on record saying basically the same thing multiple times. Wait to hear from your head coaches, your owners, your GMs, the players, stuff like that, before you start just believing everything that's out there in the open, okay? Oh my goodness, it's killing me. I'm dying here. I'm dying. Help. Guys, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for all of your support that you've given me over the past week. Those of you that have joined Patreon, those of you that have joined Discord, those of you who have donated to my channel, I really, really appreciate it. At the Streamlabs down in the description, you can join all this stuff and support the channel in the links in the description of this video. And I don't know. Don't forget, smash that like button and subscribe, because I'm going to be here a lot this year. A lot. There's going to be all 22s. I'm going to drop all 22s, as I said, here on YouTube. But obviously, there's going to be some on Patreon only. So you'll have to be a member of Patreon. It's only $5 a month. And you'll get at least 2 every month. Okay? 2 a month. My goodness. I wish I could do a film room about the phone call meeting between Chris Ballard and Chris Grier, because that would have been amazing. Okay, so now here's what it sits at, right? All right. Chris Ballard steps up to the plate. He asks for the ball. He hands it off to Chris Grier. Chris Grier fumbles it. The fans and national media says that Ballard fumbles the football. But in fact, the ball was actually never hiked. It was just sitting there while they stared at each other across the line of scrimmage. That's what happened. All right. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law. And as usual, I want you to have a good one.